Hi, this is Gila. Hope everyone's doing well. Here in Israel, coronavirus is rising exponentially again. Basically, we opened up too quickly, and not everybody has been taking the rules seriously enough. It's not some conspiracy to try and take away our freedoms. In Israel, we realize that when the government rules on things like this, it's actually for our own good, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. So anyway, this is the latest fashion designer item, the wonderful mask. This is the original useful type of mask, but it doesn't last for too long. Or you can buy one that lasts a bit longer and you can wash it. This is one. It advertises Adidas, this particular one. What's important is it's got 2 layers. Now, my husband tells me they do no good at all, so I don't know, but my doctor told me to get washable ones, so long as they had 2 layers of cloth, which this one does. And then, bearing in mind this is Israel, this one actually says, I'll tell you what it says Lashon hara lo medaber alai. That's actually religious. Under Jewish law, you're not supposed to gossip about other people, even if it's true, to protect everyone. So it actually means that bad speech, in other words, gossiping, don't say it to me. So you can make up your own. Advertise whatever you want, but this is our new fashion design. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about very much, except to say I'm not quite sure what's happening in England. I believe it's getting a bit better than it was, but these rules are not actually meant to oppress us. They're meant to protect us, because in Israel, when we opened up too quickly, it's just spreading again. Fortunately, my husband and I have not caught it, and let's hope it stays that way. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about Hong Kong. I've never actually been there. I remember many years ago, probably as a teenager, on holiday in France, of all places, and we met a couple from Hong Kong, and I remember them asking my dad if they thought that Britain would give Hong Kong back to China when it was due to happen, I think in the 1990s sometime. And he said he didn't think so. Well, we did. I don't think there was much choice about it. And Hong Kong was supposed to stay free and basically like the West. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be what's happening lately. And I came across this article from yesterday as I'm giving over this talk. It says Beijing launches a global assault on free speech. And it's from foreignpolicy.com. I'll give a link to this particular article. And basically, there is a law that criminalizes 4 acts: subversion, secession, collusion with foreign entities, and terrorism. And a free society, he says, and the guy who's written this is called Benedict Rogers, by the way, who's co-founder and chair of Hong Kong Watch. He says, in a free society, we can agree that being against terrorism is a good idea. But the problem is the other parts of the law. And it's basically not just affecting you if you live in Hong Kong, but anywhere in the world if you are a citizen of Hong Kong. And he is deeply concerned about this, as he should be. And I actually teach Chinese students online. I've never been to China. I'd love to visit it at some time. They have an amazing culture, an amazing history, and I'm very impressed by the people I teach, and some of the old-fashioned values that we've kind of ditched in the West, it seems, actually still are important there, like not telling lies and so on. So the people themselves, I think they deserve perhaps something rather better than they have at the moment. China is a huge, enormous country, and there's always been the argument that it's too big to administer except by something fairly oligarchical, I think is the word, that kind of is a central authority that has a lot of power. I don't know if that's necessarily the case or not, but it is still the Communist Party, okay? It's become sort of more kind of socialist and people are opening up more to the world, but that's economically. And what's happening in Hong Kong does not bode well for the rest of China either. So, have a look at the article. I think it's important to support freedom and human rights wherever they are being oppressed, even if it's sadly by people who come from a country which I very much admire. Thank you so much for listening. Stay safe. Enjoy your masks. Isn't it funny? We were talking all about veils and how we shouldn't allow veils because we can't really see people's face properly. And certainly in Israel, whenever you go out, practically everybody is wearing a mask because we have to by law. We're all masking our faces. It's more difficult to recognize people. But so be it. Stay safe. Be well. Support human rights and freedom. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.